One day I asked him a question about the Lord's Prayer, and the response astounded me. He didn't answer it to me in his normal way. He actually said it to me in his ancient language of Aramaic. And the sounds vibrated through me profoundly and powerfully. It somehow felt absolutely familiar to me, which confounded my mind. And then he, in his inimitable style, said, "My brother, I would suggest to you that you might find it fruitful to begin to recover your understanding of this prayer." From these first two phrases, Abunda Bashamaya, he unfolds and through the Lord's Prayer the beginning deeper practices of his pathway. Line by line is actually a practice, not a statement of beliefs. The Lord's Prayer actually ends in coming into the initial stages of attunement so that we move through the moments of our day flowing with and in the will of the divine as opposed to our own self-contractions. For then he began to take me into his Beatitudes. The blessed are they as found in the Bible. Tuvayu, 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 tuvayu. Lawile, 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 lawile. Dipeno, 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 dipeno. Netbayun, 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 netbayun. As he began to reveal the Beatitudes to me, he began to be more insistent that I really spend time diving into the depths of them. And if I recall, it took me 2 or 3 years before the penny dropped. And I realized that the Beatitudes have been tremendously mistranslated to begin with. But also, even in some of the brilliant work being done by noted scholars like Neil Douglas Klotz and others, there's still been something missing. And what it was is I began to see that the Beatitudes are a very specific yoga, a how-to template to come into attunement and then to go into the roots of your wounds and fears, to do what he calls makike, to make soft what is rigid within. He began a pathway in 1987. He began a process of restoring the heart and soul of the true teachings of Christ's mind that he himself learned, embodied, and taught to his earliest followers. That pathway takes us through the initial teachings of truth and is found in the Joshua letters. He reveals the heart and soul of where this all ends up in as the way of the servant. He then takes us deeper into it and builds the platform and foundation for true transfiguration of the soul. And he lays that out in the way of mastery. And then, in the restoration of what he really taught in the Lord's Prayer and Beatitudes, as discovered in his original language of Aramaic, we begin to discover the actual mystical practices that transform the root of the soul itself and recover it and restore it to its perfect union with the divine, so that the soul now can be what it was truly created to be. Aramaic, there are no words. I cannot find words right now to convey to you, from my heart to yours, what the power of the Aramaic Lord's Prayer and the Beatitudes can do for you. I highly encourage you to join with us and delve into these things. What it does is bring the soul to the true depth of fulfillment that it has always longed for. And in the Aramaic practices, we find the culmination of the intent and purpose of the way of mastery. In our online courses, in our workshops here in Bali, in our pilgrimages to Israel, we do a lot of work with the Aramaic teachings because they are not so conceptual as they are direct living practices that bring about an alchemy in the deepest levels of the soul, even as they release tensions and grips and unconscious wounds and fears in the soft tissue of the brain, in the psyche, in the mind, and in the body itself. It's a powerful, powerful, succinct pathway.